The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Benson.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Bo Melton.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Rattler wants to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing is Rattler.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution. News, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 5. A first carry here for Nwangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now 3rd down and 7. The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Murray. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's Rattler. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Rattler. And that's complete to Cooks. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive.
Who's shaking up, man?
Ready to go with their
That's
next
backs. I don't
drive
think
at
it's.
the line,
I don't know if it's keen or not.
offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they
I
had
don't
on
back
the last
on.
drive could be costly, but here they've got another
All right, cool.
opportunity
to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Good for Kyler.
That is caught downfield.
Good dot. Let's go, Kyler.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Marv, let's go.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
McBride.
Finding his target is Trey McBride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Go, Torrey.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what
Victoria Horton.
Goal. Now Murray.
Marvin, touchdown. Let's go, Marvin.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Pressure.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rattler working out of the gun. He lets it go deep for a
Max, baby, let's go.
Rifles one,
Come on.
it's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
Go.
And quick throw here.
Let's go, big boy.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now. Open man here is Benson. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a
run blocking.
third down, a 3 and out.
Let's go, Benson.
Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. Escapes the defense.
Come on, Benson, let's go.
The Cardinals are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to run with the Wonder.
Come on, Kenny.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's crazy. That little out hand like a 17 30.
Sets up second and goal. Here's Murray. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. Murray now to throw.
No, Brian, let's go.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Hope you win.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
Nice ball.
Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To the air is Rattler.
Okay.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
On the right. Let's go.
He's got this downfield to McBride. And all the way down to the 37. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Murray going to throw.
Ooh, I balled out.
And a hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Shotgun now from Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there, as the first half is winding down. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. In motion, the tight end.
Whoa. That was wild. I've never seen that.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Perfect pass rating so far. I think we missed 2 passes. 400 drop and good pick on that corner route to Bull
Charles
Mountain.
and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game.
Oh, shit. That's like a motherfucker.
Throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Good tackle, Ashton.
Just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's
the pick.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires.
Wow.
And the Cardinal defense is going to get
that's
the
a pick 6, bro. I put underneath perfectly. I don't know who dropped that.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this offense, this team,
Very
they are
creative.
rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 48-yard line, it is 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray.
Lost on that pitch up.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack.
Come back and roll hard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That. Let's go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Oh, come on, Benson. You gotta outrun him, bro.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside.
Well, scary. He's out of bounds.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time
they
got the great coverage. Oh, he can run.
Oh, okay.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
That's Marv again.
2nd and 10.
No, Lord.
To throw, it's Murray.
No fumble.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Murray.
Run it. Perfect.
He finds his man complete.
Let's go back to him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown,
Good job, baby.
Arizona. Trey Benson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Here's Rattler. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Long-ass game. 35 minutes? Damn, one of them. Shit.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
And
they're able to get this one across the 35. 65 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to 38. They'll go again with Benson.
Oh, Benson! Benson, baby! That's why you're the MVP! MVP! Let's go, Benson! That's why you're the MVP, boy!
Trey Benson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final.
I'll put this whole year I would have had an MVP. Let's go. I gotta get him rolling.
That'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A hit.
He will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far.
Ah, come on. Back it up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Rattler.
Nice ball.
And this is going to be
oh, damn. So bad.
So it's incomplete.
Yeah, I'll challenge that. Hold him on that.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Rattler wants to throw it.
Yep. Hey, Baron. Let's go.
Off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To the air once more is Rattler.
Fuck, I was trying to get out there.
He's got his target.
Couldn't get out there. Good shit.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Throwing is Rattler.
Good pressure. Jeez, D-line.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll look to throw again.
Fuck, that's my fault.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I thought he went a corner route.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. He's going to rifle one deep left
Ashton.
side.
Oh, you got to catch that for me, brother. Come on. We're good. Good, Ashton.
Friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Oh, I'm about to say, damn, he cooked Buddha.
Here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Yeah, let's go, Ashton. Get yours, boy. Let's go. Let's go, Ashton.
Just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception.
Right.
And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Let's go, Benson.
Go
hard running, boy.
Shy of midfield.
Come on, man. We can't have people getting hurt right now.
Continue to salt this thing away here, Charles.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front.
Ah,
guys,
tried.
keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter.
Let's go.
In the
Come
zone,
on.
the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got to go today.
146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous.
Well, I kind of fuck with the play. I didn't run the play.
3rd and 3. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure.
Fuck it. Oh. Legal touching?
There's a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Mommy don't want that play again.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
I got some respect.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this
The punt,
away.
Gilkin.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great confident.
That's why we punted the ball.
Someone's put some time in working on that.
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The pass caught by Olave.
Go ahead.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means